Hey YouTube, welcome back to Universe X. On this installment, we're going to be talking about the third batch of spoiled red cards from Cross Spirits. You may notice, I don't have half my figures in here. Actually, I don't have any figures in here. That's because I'm in the process of moving. So I'm going to try to keep the schedule going, but between work, trying to move, I'm going to try to make sure that YouTube still stays consistently. My computer's gonna be the last thing I try to move over, and I might try to pre-upload for a day or two to make sure that I have that settled, especially since we should be done with spoilers as of tomorrow. So I'll try to do the best I can. However, we are in that process, so just bear with me. The results for the contest will be sent out early next week. Like I said, moving is making things kind of hard. I'm trying to get all the essential stuff out of the way before I start moving, closer to the non-essentials. But thank you. I just have to give a thank you to all the people in the community that are currently helping me boost up. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of love the past week, and I'm happy for not only the love that I've been receiving from the community, but the opportunities that Bandai has been giving me. So that being said, we're very close to 1K. We're very close to all the good metrics, and I'm just a little toast to just the blossoming of this channel. Almost choked up. That being said, normal plugs. Check out the Facebook group. Check out my personal Facebook group. Check out the Discord. All these things. And if you like the content, think about giving these videos comments for sure. Help bump up the algorithm. And if you want to sub, we'll keep pumping out more content regardless. So now let's move into the cards. Template. We got Jiren Thirst for Power. Now this was spoiled on the commercial. Actually not the commercial. I think this was spoiled in the article that came out for this set when the commercial dropped. So I've already been over this. But if your leader card is a Universe 11 card, mono red Jiren with an energy cost of 4 in your hand, gain the following effect: EX Evolve red 2. So the 4 drops can be evolved in this guy for 3 energy. I'm telling you right now, that's not really relevant. I've been kind of playing with the deck a little bit. I don't see it as a relevant effect, but who knows in the future. Auto, when this card is played, the top 5 cards from your deck, add up to 1 red Jiren card or 1 red Unison card with a specified cost of 1 amongst them to your hand and shuffle your deck. This is relevant. So yeah, it's very, very relevant, because when you activate your leader effect and you draw a card from your life and then you play this guy and he searches, that's a +2. It's an inherent +2. And then you start going into your evolve chains that cantrip. So yeah, this is a +2 status combo. It's pretty nice. So now we're gonna go over to the next card, because when I was talking on the forums and the Facebook groups, lots of people were like, oh, this, and I was like, bro, if we get one more Jiren 1-drop that actually does something when it comes into play, not shackled, this is going to pop off. And we've got that today. Jiren the Avenger auto, when this card is played, draw a card. So you've got another +2 if you see it off the top of the deck. This is wonderful. Activate main, limit 1. If your leader card is a red Universe 11 card, you can choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. Then you place this card at the bottom of your deck to your drop area. Okay. Add up to 1 red Jiren card, then you cost a 5 or less and an evolve skill from your deck to your hand and shuffle it. So again, this is actually really, really neat. So he's got that activate main, limit 1, but the point is now you have 8 total cards that come into play and immediately give you that +2 status when they come into play, and he can be evolved upon. So this is actually a very, 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 very rounded addition to the deck. Next we're gonna go over to Dispo, thwarting the enemy. Counterattack, limit 1. Negate the attack, then play this card in rest mode. If you negated a leader card's attack with this skill, your opponent can't attack with the leader cards for the turn. This is part of a cycle. You can also play it for free by using Spirit Boost 2 instead. Very costly on the Spirit Boost, but hey, 1 more free negate in a way to potentially stave off death. Not quite sure how well this card fits in the deck, because I'm not really trying to Spirit Boost for it, nor am I trying to play 1 energy when I could just have 2 energy open and use Topo, or use any other of the red negates that are actually quite good. So we'll see. I won't lie, for Dispo being one of the big 3, I did expect to see more Dispo. Granted, we may still see more cards, but yeah, I expected to see a better Dispo than this, not just kind of throw away to the cycle. But all in time. Next set could throw in some support. We get a special set. We get another TP set that kind of helps. My cat is clawing up my carpet. Stop it. All this stuff is empty on the floor now. They're not used to certain things not being there, so they're picking up the carpet, and this needs to stop because I don't feel like paying for that. Anywho, next we got Vuon, Warrior of Universe 11. Double Strike Barrier. When this card is played, draw one card, then choose all of your Universe 11 cards in the game plus 5,000 power for the turn. Okay, now this guy is actually kind of crazy because I mean, he's going to boost your entire board, and if you go wide, this guy is a crazy little top end once you already built up your combos and you just slam him on the board. And he's a 20k double strike with barrier, and he gives an effect like this. I need to see, because a lot of the cards you're about to see don't fit in with the I'm going up the chain Jiren deck, but they're good cards in general. So this may be a good thing. If your board can go wide, this is going to be a good card to slap on. Next, we got Kunchi, Warrior of Universe 11. Permanent, all of your red non-Kunchi Universe 7 card or Universe 11 cards at the entry cost of 1 in your battle area gain barrier. When this card is played, draw one card. So he's gonna cantrip, and mind you, since he is red Universe 7, wow, I keep saying 7. I'm so sorry. You know it's on my brain. You obviously know it's on my brain. But since he is red Universe 11, your leader will still be able to drop this man from the top of your deck. And that's cool. Now the thing is, because he draws one, he is one more +2 instance of this deck. He is going to be able to be played from the top of your 7 and draw one, making him an instant, draw 2, essentially, because 1 from your life, 1 from your deck. So this deck has a couple of options now. You don't really have to run filler. Now, past that, he's going to give everything barrier. So even if you miss a Jiren and all you can find is this guy, he's going to come in, he's going to give you another card, and he's going to give your 1-drops barrier, allowing you to potentially leave them there. Now, because all of your red non-Kunchi have barrier, you're not going to be able to double up on him to provide barrier to both of these. So that is something you need to recognize. It's not that busted, but I think it's still pretty cool. Moving on to the next one, we've got Tupper, Warrior of Universe 11. He's a 3-drop barrier dual attack. When this card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and get minus 15k power for the turn. That's not bad for 2, or for 3. That's not bad for 3 at all. He's a 20k dual attacker, so that's pressure. But the important part is he's a pseudo removal spell. So this guy may actually be able to find ways into your deck because he's going to be able to actually affect the board when he comes down and then apply pressure. I don't like paying 3 for things, but this guy isn't that bad. He may be more of a draft card, but he's not that bad. Definitely gonna be a monster in sealed when you go to your pre-release. Now, this one I actually find very, very interesting. You got Kettle, Warrior of Universe 11. Blocker counterplay. If the battle card being played has 20,000 power or less, place it in its owner's drop area instead, then play this card. Oof. Permanent Bond 3. Reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1, so he becomes a 2-drop. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and gain minus 10,000 power for the turn. This is absolutely nuts for the Jiren deck. Like, beyond nuts. There are turns where you could leave your energy up reflexively, right? And your opponent could play a 20-drop. And you can pay 2, play Kettle. Kettle can, do its thing. Put the thing in the drop area instead, minus 10k something, and then when you do that, your opponent swings with their leader because they have to get their advantage. Cool. Spirit Boost 1, evolve into Jiren, what is it, Unbelievable Might, minus 10k something, the same card again, and you can get rid of 2 20ks that turn, or 20k and 2 things below 10k. The synergy is very, very nice here. It's giving some very King Vegeta vibes, except the punching is real here. Next, we're going to Kesserol of Warrior of Universe 11. Deflect, Blocker. Permanent, if this card be removed from battle by your opponent's skill, you may add 1 card from your life to your hand instead, just like the Jiren coming up in the middle. And then activate battle once per turn. If your leader card is a red Universe 11 card, choose up to 2 of your red Universe 11 cards with energy cost of 1 and 10,000 power or less in your battle area, switch them to active mode. This guy's interesting because when you use cards off your leader effect, you're gonna bring them in rest mode, and they can be swung on. So if you can't evolve them at the moment, this guy can at least put them to active so they can't be swung on. If you have a Kunchi on board, they still have barrier until Kunchi's removed. So I think this is actually a pretty neat card. Whether it fits in the deck, I still have to see. The deck is kind of fast paced. A lot of stuff is just kind of happening by turn 3 and 4. So we'll see if we have room to put in 2-drops like this. And then the last card we have here, Source of Power. Counterattack, Spirit Boost X. Remove X markers from your unison to activate the skill, and the way this works, yes, you can remove 5 markers, but you're not going to get the effect 5 times. This is giving you the chance to either just use it as a counter or use it as a counter and remove a spirit boost, or remove a marker via spirit boost. But If your leader card is a red Universe 11 card, negate the attack, add up to 1 red Jiren card with evolve skill and an energy cost of 5 from your deck to your hand. If you removed a marker from one of your red unison cards using the skill, choose up to 1 red Universe 11 card with an energy cost of 1 in your drop area and play it in rest mode with the skills negated for the turn. So the way this is going to work, this is actually really cool. You can negate your opponent's attack, search your 5 or 4 drop, and then play the 1 drop, allowing you to, if your opponent attacks again, Spirit Boost on their turn to evolve immediately onto it. That is cool. You are going to be able to set up so many plays just by even teching a couple cards. But because this card's released, the deck can be a lot more defensive. Set up your unison. I'm seeing more and more reasons actually to start playing a 1-drop unison instead of the 2-drop Piccolo, because you're going to be able to start keeping your energy open from turn 1 and start building your chains on either end of the turns, and that's kind of cool. I'm finding that with the Gohan cards, and I've been testing extensively, both Gohan and Jiren can do all of their effects pretty much on either player's turn, and that makes them very, very versatile decks, very, very explosive decks. So that is the video. We're gonna keep it nice and short. Like I said, if you like the content, think about hitting that subscribe button. I definitely will keep coming up with content. I'm going to be trying to get my move on next couple days, and we should be able to be set up in the new apartment. Well, the new place. I'm moving in with a friend. Shout outs to brother. And we will continue the content grind. And yeah, got a lot of things in the works. Hopefully gonna get some box openings on screen for you guys. I'm gonna be giving away things. I will admit, for this set, because of how important Gohan is to me, I'm gonna have to definitely keep the Universe 7 red cards for the time being. And then, you know, once I have my deck all situated, yeah, maybe after that I'll do a full box giveaway. Or if you guys would not want me to give a box giveaway until I can give the full box giveaway, let me know in the comments. But my first priority is getting the Gohan deck ready, because I do want to play that deck as soon as possible, and then we will just move on to the normal giveaways, or I can just, like I said, give away everything outside the box. I just don't want to pull like 9 Universe 7 cards and then be like, well, this box has no giveaways. Maybe I just move on to the next box for the giveaway at that point. Also, if this secret rare is what I think it is, so we'll see. That being said, thank you guys for coming here. I will see you guys the next time you decide to join Universe X. Later.